LeoDickinsonVT, which is my gaming channel, but it's I'm running out of backups. Abema's coming down.
Soon you'll have to make a new channel for every single tournament. You just link it on Discord or Twitch or what have you.
Yeah, it's I mean, some other creators have to go above and beyond. One of them has been run off of Rumble and Telegram because they've been using NHK footage. And it's like, those are not very mainstream sites, so that's... the main channel is dead for now, yes. It got a channel strike. Oh, that was strike 2. The first strike was already 25 days ago, so we'll be good for November. Yeah, I mean, in total, my channels have gotten like 30 strikes, but because it's never been 30.
Spaced out by sumo wrestling.
It has been. No, that's the good thing. It's like one strike per tournament, so they all wear off. I have to make sure the other backup. Okay, that's where everybody went, to the non-commentary backup. And for anyone that's watching, if I get another strike, Sumo Stream, Sumo Family, those are the good ones.
Understand, we want you to enjoy the tournament even if it's not with us.
There is a Leo Dickinson Discord, yes. Usually I don't, the Discord is pretty slow, so. And here is the link to the commentary. There we go. Alrighty. At the very least, they could be meaner with the copyright strikes. But because I feel like they could, if they wanted to, go after just the 15 days of one wrestler videos, because that is still using their footage, but at the same time, it's like a truncated thing. I'd probably have better argument for free use there.
I mean, you edited it, right? If nothing else.
Whereas this is just us talking over their TV broadcast.
Adding a significant amount of value, may I add.
Maybe not significant enough for a lawyer, but...
But we're following with Fujinakawa Gonoyama after the break. If you would like to use the restroom or have a drink in the restroom, I don't judge. Go for it. You have about 5 to 10 minutes.
Let's see. At the very least, because of all these strikes, it's actually pretty funny how it works out. Because of all the strikes, I get enough watch hours and subscribers on all the backup channels that they also are a YouTube partner, and I can make revenue off of them.
That's hilarious.
So it's like, all right, one head of the Hydra is gone. Here comes another one.
Your watch time spikes up so ridiculously because 500 odd people will pour into a channel nobody's touched for years.
Now, I actually had a really weird situation. So I have, I've been on YouTube for over 15 years. So I repurposed some old channels to be backups. And it was like an old League of Legends channel and an old like vtuber channel. But those channels got completely removed from YouTube with no strikes, no nothing, no review. It's like, what happened there? Like, I understand it's probably suspicious for an inactive channel to suddenly have activity and change completely, but like, I couldn't even argue my case. They were just like, nope, it's gone.
Nope, it's gone. Make a new one.
Alright, I guess Lion Sumo 2 is dead forever. Lion Sumo has 2 strikes. Leodickinsonsumo has 2 strikes.
It's alright, Abema will start throwing balls, and you'll be fine.
Or maybe Abema will finally hire me.
Right, they could use an English commentator, one that's, by the way, done sumo wrestling a grand total of 1 time.
It's true.
More than many others may have.
I have more sumo wrestling experience than that guy on the right, probably.
All I'm saying is, if you fought Chris Sumo, his bones might dissolve. Well, just saying.
That'll get you banned from his channel.
It would, but come on.
But getting back into the action in just a little bit, Fujinokawa already having a losing record versus Gonoyama, who is at an abysmal 1-12.
The man is lucky he's at Maegashira 3 because this slide cannot possibly kill him.
Let's see.
Well, we're not saying anything about Chris Sumo that's bad. The man does great coverage. We're saying he would probably lose in a sumo wrestling match. Have you seen Leo Dickinson? My goodness.
No, I could take Chris Sumo in a sumo wrestling match.
Right? I think you could as well.
I'll money match him right now. Chris, if you can hear this. If you fly me out to Japan.
If you fly me out to Japan. But as we were saying, Fujinokawa, I'm actually quite impressed with Fujinokawa despite the Makekoshi. The man's been presenting us good wrestling. He's just been losing.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying about him too, is he's strong and he's fast. Obviously nowhere near his ceiling skill-wise, and so it's natural he's going to hit these big speed bumps. It's just the mentality of being able to bounce back and being able to do so what's the right word? Gracefully.
Meanwhile, Gonoyama looking almost as if he's been figured out. It's just a bad tournament for him, but let's hope this does not portend future tournaments along this line.
It has been a very bad tournament. It's been miserable. Like, in most of his losses, he's shown little strength and speed that we're used to seeing. And even in that one win, I feel like that still wasn't him at full power. It's probably he's fighting hurt and trying to cushion the fall with whatever kind of wins he can steal. I'm surprised he hasn't tried a Henka, but that might be his pride telling him not to.
And to answer your question, RB is 3-10. Which is very unfortunate for RB, who wants to chase that Sanyaku status at all times.
It's very unlike Abi as well.
Very unlike him. Fujinokawa, Gonoyama, Abema, if that Gunbai is up, I'll be furious at you. It's not, thank goodness.
これからの幕の内ね必要な力士ですよね。そうですね。ここからね重量からも上がってくるでしょまたね。重量の中似たなんかね。ああそうですね。重量でこう増しましたね。面白くなります。
Big fans for Fujinokawa.
I'm glad that he is being supported so well. He is the son of Kabutoyama Oyakata, I believe.
That's a great name, my goodness.
I know someone will correct me if I'm wrong, but...
Kabutoyama, helmet in peak. A snow cap, one might interpret it as, but Fujinokawa to the left, Gonoyama to the right. Fujinokawa down and ready in blue, Gonoyama to follow in black. Gonoyama the bigger man. Initial charge is 9. Let's see it. Gonoyama's arm was in no danger of touching the floor. Fujinokawa trying to beat him in the advanced false starting, unfortunately.
I think he was just telling them, like, come on, let's go.
Gonoyama adopting the Takakeisho-esque Tachiai. One hand down, the other to follow to maintain initiative. Here it comes. Initial charge, Gonoyama tries to blow through Fujinokawa. Fujinokawa gets around, going for the double underhook. Those armpits are caught, and he's out. No belt needed. Just don't smell your hands afterward. Well done, Fujinokawa.
That was incredible fire from Fujinokawa. He took a shot up high, but fought through it really well. And then his attack, while Gonoyama was on the edge, was a little wild. A better sumo wrestler this tournament might have just thrown him off to the side, but
Indeed.
He was passionate about getting that win.
Fujinokawa turning into mist, sliding right behind Gonoyama, double underhook on the armpits, gets Gonoyama out, no belt necessary.
That kind of reminds me of something from a long time ago, about 4 or 5 years ago, when Koto Shoho first made it up into the top division. It was a Chris Sumo video, actually, where he interviewed his parents, and they said, I think he was Maegashira like 6 or 7 at that point, and they said, "Oh, if he goes 6 and 9, like that's amazing. We're gonna be proud of him. Like that's awesome." And I feel like Fujinokawa is in the same spot where it's like he's so young, so much room to grow. 6 wins, that's amazing. Like
That's enormous.
6 right now for Fujinokawa, awesome.
Fujinokawa was born February 22, 2005. 2005, everyone. This man is younger than the Backstreet Boys.
これでこう引きつけるんですよね。回し取ってないんですけどね。まあ刺していくんですけど、うまいですよね。この動きがね。
Everybody.
Is he the youngest wrestler here right now? Actually, he is, right?
He is the youngest wrestler in the top division, yes. Youngest in the second division, I don't remember, but I do know there are a couple of 18-year-olds in Makushita lighting it up right now. And we might actually see, well, no, he's not 18, but there's one younger guy we're looking at, Goshima. He is 22 in the third division, might move up to Judio. Ikarigata, 18 years old. Fujinokawa's brother finished 5-2. He's 18 years old in that third division. And then the other 18-year-old we're keeping an eye on, Fukuzaki. He finished 2-5 from Makushita 6, which, again, like that's really high. That's nowhere near his ceiling. He'll definitely be up here again, but it sucks to see it right now.
But here's a match I've been looking forward to the entire night. Wakamoto Haru won in the one and only encounter so far, but Hakuho is different.
藤野川勝って6勝目。また館内がね、ワックスも今日も取ってくれましたね。
本当ですね。元気いっぱいでね。
はい。
Both of them fighting for the Kachikoshi, both of them in black.
6勝目を挙げました。
でもこうそれが決まってもちゃんと最後まで諦めない一生懸命の相撲を取るっていうのがいいじゃないですか。
Hakuho, the one-winged angel. Look at that arm bandaged up yet again. Though he has shown that he has much strength remaining in it. What happened?
I kind of hate that you said one-winged angel, because the only... I know that's Sephiroth, but the only version of that song I can identify is the one where they use the DK64 sound font. It's like, Donkey Kong, dun, 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 Donkey Kong.
So yes, he is the youngest Sekitori. There's Koto Eiho, 22 in Juryo. My gratitude.
And Koto Eiho, like I just said earlier, he's rallying 7-7 from Judio 2, 3 straight wins to get to that point. But right now, Haku Oho fighting with one arm again. It's always
22 years old.
It's always that bicep, seemingly. But again, the fact that he's 22 years old, 7-6 from Maegashira 2, this is great. He was the Reiwa no Kaibutsu before Ono Sato came to the top division, but of course hampered by injuries. But again, still, he's young, he's injured, this is not his ceiling. Within a year or two, he'll probably be in Aonishki's spot, going 10-11 wins every tournament. But Aonishki's kind of a freak of nature, so maybe not like him.
I think Hakuho can definitely catch up. I want to say this about him. He's 5'11". So how can he ever be Sanya? Wakamoto Haru, on the other hand, is about 6'1", 6'2". You can see the difference in their heights over here.
Yes, the main channel did get a strike. That's why we are on my gaming channel and my song cover channel, which, you know, subscribe if you want to listen to me sounding like a dying cat singing Iron Maiden.
To be fair though, even though Hakuho's 5'11", if you encountered him, he would seem larger than you. Just from sheer mass.
Yeah.
Hakuho down, Wakamoto Haru about to follow. Hakuho to the left, Wakamoto Haru in right. Keep an eye out for that bandaged right arm. False start! Let's roll that again, everyone. Hakuho, Wakamoto Haru. Both of them fighting to get a Kachikoshi today instead of fighting for it tomorrow. Hakuho down, Wakamoto Haru about to follow. They meet right in the middle, and Wakamoto Haru uses those long arms to get that inside left, completely controlling Hakuoho. No amount of prodigy can escape that well-placed shot.
Yeah, it was those longer arms keeping Hakuoho away from the belt, that outside right, and that's the injured arm. He was never going to be able to grip it. 2 belt grips to 1, straight from the Tachi-ai. Wakamoto Haru, he's moving back up.
Now think about if he was taller. That might not have gone out the same way.
1 inch taller, maybe 5
1
more
inch
inches
taller.
on his wingspan.
It would make a complete... I'm messing around, obviously. I think Wakamoto Haru had that match regardless of body. Amazing shot from Wakamoto Haru to get that Kachikoshi to return back upwards towards Maegashira 1 and Sanyaku.
And now the real danger for Hakuoho is he's very likely going to be fighting someone else at 7 and 7, which means, you know, they're equally going to want that win at just as much or more. So, can he get that Kachikoshi fighting one-armed?
We'll see. I'm quite impressed with his one-armed wrestling so far. Hakuo with one arm, apparently still a high stringer.
One-armed Hakuoho equal to no arms Hakuho. He'd still go 12 and 3.
Hakuho, no arms, no legs, trapped in the hyperbolic time chamber for 100 years, etc., etc. Go on. But we're following with Kusano Oho, and Kusano, I think, one of the greatest stories of this tournament, has been a monster, as we'd expect of him.
Yeah, again, it's natural he finally hit a speed bump, but it's not going to slow him down from getting a Kachikoshi Oho today, and then if he loses, another 7 and 7. If he wins, there you go, Kachikoshi, which, you know, this is one of those situations where you might figure, oh, Oho already has his Kachikoshi. He might go a little bit easier because he doesn't have to go full speed and risk his body. If we look at the Banzuke even, he's going to be moving up possibly to Komusubi if Wakataka Kage and Kirishima lose. Takayasu, Tamawashi, and Abi are already moving down. The only risk is Hakuoho getting a winning record, and even then, they could move up together, again, if our 2 Sekiwake have losing records. So, Oho, he's in a very comfortable spot. A 9th win would be nice, but he really doesn't need it. And that's when the conspiracies come in. Like, ooh, is he going easy so Kusano can get a win? Ooh.
No, I don't think he will. I think he wants to prove a point against Kusano in their first ever match together.
And I think especially too, because it's so hard to get Kachikoshi this high, just look at his recent results. Sekiwake 6 and 9, and then Maegashira 1, Maegashira 2, 7 and 8s. Going back up with 10 wins would be really nice for the resume, and maybe even start an Ozeki push for January. But that's really far in the future. We don't know what's going to happen at the next tournament.
The cursed phrase Ozeki push. Wakataka Kage must be so tired of hearing it by now.
I don't think he's going to hear it next tournament at this rate. Same for Kirishima.
The rock's back at the bottom of the mountain for that man. Start pushing, Sisyphus.
Start climbing, Scout.
Start climbing, Scout. But here we go. Kusano Oho. Kusano, the monster of the Juryo division who has been tearing up through Makuchi. Can he defeat Oho in their very first match against each other? Kusano does not like power. Kusano does not like speed. The only thing he might be lacking, experience.
And this is going to be the start of a beautiful rivalry. We know they're both going to occupy the top of the Banzuke. They're both still young. They're going to be fighting each other for the next 5-10 years. Is it going to be dominance from one or the other? Is it going to be 50-50 the entire way? This is the first chapter in that story to be told.
By the way, just a piece of trivia before we begin. Did you know Oho's birthday is Valentine's Day on the year 2000? What a great birthday!
I never realized that was Valentine's Day, but now that you mention it, it is February 14th.
Love is in the air tonight. Kusano down to the left, Oho down to the right. Kusano in violet, Oho in copper. Kusano near the line, Oho far behind us. That powerful touch from both. Oho slides up, goes for the underhook, does not quite get it, but defends against Kusano's arms, wrenching him to the side and out. Kusano will have to fight tomorrow. Oho will be 9-5, and that did not look like taking it easy whatsoever.
Yep, we will see Oho more than likely return to the Sanyaku ranks. 9-5, again a 10th win. Looking that far into the future, and you know, sometimes I gotta wonder what their mindset is when it comes to that kind of thing. I know they say they take it day to day, they only focus on themselves and nobody else around them on the Banzuke, but again, 10 wins, Maegashira 2, another 10 wins Komusubi, move up to Sekiwake, you're almost there, but
you're almost there.
I'm just really hopeful. He's grandson of Yokozuna Taiho. I'd like to see him get up there and adopt Taiho as a name, so we could see Kotozakura versus Taiho in the new century.
He has the body, he has the bloodline, he has the pedigree, he has the strength, the speed, the technique. He just needs a lucky break.
He needs to pull it all together, which is a lot easier said than done.
We have two men struggling horribly to get back to Ozeki. Well, to get back to Ozeki for one, to get to Ozeki for the other. Both are Sekiwake fighting like their lives are on the line.
Both men 5-8. Tamawashi, you know, I thought he could either be 5-8 or 8-5 at this point. Let's be real. He does have that experience. He has the power. He has everything. It's just a matter of, is it a good tournament for him or not? Like, I feel like Tamawashi could still be a contender for the cup coming into any tournament.
Oh, definitely. I feel like he calms down a bit once he's secured his winning record. Not to blame him for that whatsoever, but it feels that way. As if he does not have much fire for the chase, Tamawashi.
I don't blame him. Keeping his body safe.
He has
longevity.
2 Yusho already, come on.
He already has the record for oldest man to Yusho in the modern era. Why not reset it? Why not make it unattainable?
Why not one more?
Come on, 41 years old, Yusho winner. No one's gonna touch that record.
He's entirely capable of that as well. You know what he has to do? He has to lose a few ranks. Go down to Maegashira 9 and then fight from there. He can win from there.
Yeah, like what Takanosho's doing right now.
I mean, Takanosho right now fighting Kirishima later. Their record's 15-5 in favor of Takanosho, which is painful for Kirishima.
Yeah, and I just wanted to point out too, Onokatsu, he was 5-3 at one point, but 5 straight losses in a lot of winnable matches too. Hirado Umi, Kinbozan, Daieisho, Wakataka Kage, Haku Oho, all of those guys are at 7-6, 7-7, 6-8. Like, none of those guys are doing impressive work, and Onokatsu not being able to really power through them, that's not a bad sign right now. Again, he's 25 years old. He's still fresh to sumo. He debuted back in November 2023. So still getting acclimated to this top division. But I would have liked to see him get a winning record.
Maybe.
Tamawashi is already 2-1 in the head-to-head as well. Can he start a positive trend, or will Onokatsu keep it even?
Let's see it. Tamawashi to the left, Onokatsu to the right. Tamawashi in dark blue, Onokatsu in blue. Thomas Owashi, luck of the Irish, not in green this time around. Will never be in green, one would assume. But keeping it strong at the age. 40, 41, 42. Let's say 40 for now. I hope I'll be saying the same thing in 5 years.
I forget if you were there for this, but we made the joke that Gideon's first match in the top division is going to be against Tamawashi.
I believe it. I believe it. As a commentator, I always say this: will LeBron or Tamawashi go out first? It's only like LeBron's going to go out first, unfortunately. Let's do it. Tamawashi to the left, Onokatsu to the right. Onokatsu 1-2 in favor of Tamawashi. Can Onokatsu even it out, or will Tamawashi continue the trend? Initial charge is 9. Onokatsu diving in, not quite getting the belt. Oh, but finding an amazing rear grip on Tamawashi, pulling him across the ring. Tamawashi swinging back the pendulum, but a double grip from Onokatsu might seal the deal. No! What power! What strength! Holding on at the very end! Tamawashi deciding to step out against the overwhelming force. Not a bad decision, but what great grit. That looked like a loss from the very start, but he held it in for just a bit long.
That was Tamawashi should have lost like 3 times there, but
Right?
the fact that he stayed in it is a testament to his strength. This strong veteran, 40 years old, still has so much gas in the tank. Onokatsu getting a good win, but I mean, is it a bad sign that he couldn't win right away, or
No.
is that just Tamawashi?
That's just Tamawashi. Come on, be fair. Because look, everyone would have, he should have won right there. And he should have won right here.
And then
And maybe,
And then he should have won right
won
here.
right here.
but like amazing defense from Tamawashi, but at the end he knows he's beat. He can't really, because you see that a lot in the lower divisions too. When a guy knows he's beat, he'll just step back. But a lot of the times too, they'll try to go for that. I believe it's the Uchari. The Uchari at the edge, trying to throw to the side at the last second, but it's so dangerous because you fall flat on your back, you could bang your head on the Tawada. A lot of bad things could happen if you try to go for that, but Tamawashi just getting pushed on out. Onokatsu taking the win. That's the safe sumo. That's the smart sumo. And Tamawashi,
That's why he's a 2.
yeah, that is why he's going to keep on fighting until Gideon makes his way up the Banzuke.
Gideon Tamawashi's last match, watch out, it's going to happen.
Gideon is going to retire Tamawashi.
Tamawashi enters the sumo ring, enters the dojo in a wheelchair, gets up just for the match. But here we go. Ichi Yamamoto versus RB. RB 2-0 in the head-to-head, but the more relevant factors, they are both 3 and 10. Painful.
Yikes. It's funny because, you know, Ichi Yamamoto, known as Budget Abi, and then Abi, both of them just looking so weak. And Ichi Yamamoto, even recently, he started off the previous tournament 9-1 and then lost the last 5 straight. That was the best sumo of his career. He looked like a contender, and then he collapsed afterwards. This tournament, I have to wonder if his sumo spirit has been broken a little bit because of that collapse. It's not just about the physical strength, but also your mental strength. If you can't keep your spirit up, you will lose.
You know, they say the 3 pillars of sumo are body, technique, and spirit. Lack one, you might not make it to the top.
And that's something we saw with, for those that have been watching for a long time, Koto Shoho. I bring him up again because he's the defending champion, but after his 2-13 record in January 2021, it looked like his sumo spirit was broken because 7-8, 5-10 in Judio. Like, how is a Maegashira man doing so poorly in Judio right afterwards? And then for years, for 4 years, he was struggling to make anything happen until the last tournament, 13-2 Yusho. Might be his only career Yusho, because now he's 3-10 too. But I'm trying to drive home the point, like, your mentality has to be in it. You can't let one bad tournament really affect you. And for Ichi Yamamoto, he doesn't look hurt. He doesn't look like anything is slowing him down. It's just his heart doesn't look in it.
阿部錦が違うんですよね。青錦ね。昨日の阿部もね、こう。
But I would bet on RB here, straightforwardly enough. RB's 2-0 in the matchup, RB's stronger. And honestly, even having double-digit losses, that's nothing to RB.
うまいよね、高橋さん。
Oh, but here they go already.
教える必要ない
Here they go. Ichi Yamamoto down, RB about to follow. Ichi Yamamoto in sea foam, RB in dark blue. RB far behind the line, let's that double throat thrust. Right there. Ichi Yamamoto forcing against it. RB moving left, right. Ooh! But RB slides out of the ring as he attempts to let Ichi Yamamoto slide past. A very, very bad look for RB. Not one you would expect.
Yeah, today Ichi Yamamoto is the dominant
It's a
force.
losing technique.
Nah, that was Ichi Yamamoto had great defense and he was pushing at Abi as well. I think that was just Abi.
I think that's an RB losing technique.
Nah, because he
You don't think it was
did
a step out? Let's see it again.
he did try to pull back and away. I don't think he accidentally stepped backwards and out, but
Let's take a look. He slides out tremendously.
big step backwards and then he does stumble, yeah. But
That looks like a losing technique.
they'll probably call that an Oshidashi anyway.
Probably. They don't like to mark people that way.
They do not like to give losing techniques and they are rare, but they do exist. The accidental step backwards out of the ring, we've seen it happen before, but I don't think that was it here. Because again, Ichi Yamamoto did have great resistance against that push.
Indeed.
And, you know, if they weren't looking to mark it as a winning technique, I agree. Abi tried to pull back for a slap down. It didn't happen, and then he stumbled backwards out of the ring. And that just goes to show, I don't think Abi is really in this tournament either. 3-11 is...
Agonizing for him.
Yeah,
His last result this bad.
Before
so
suspension, you have to go...
far.
Yeah, Komusubi, January 2020, he went 5-10, losing his last 6 straight matches. But even then, that's not this bad. I think this is his worst career tournament.
Worst tournaments.
まあ年齢もあるしね。
Yeah, it
My
is
なのでちょっ
goodness.
と大丈夫かなって思ったんですけど。
unprecedented losses for Abi.
うまいですよね。ベテランの味というか。
You could argue Ichi Yamamoto is a little out of his element, fighting higher than his pay grade, and that's why his losing is so bad. But Abi, he's a natural Komusubi. He's naturally
You know
Maegashira 1. So for him to go 3-11 for Maegashira 1, again, we have to ask, is he injured?
mysterious.
Or is it just the tide turning that much?
I think that RB will be back to his old tricks next tournament, injury notwithstanding.
The fall off for some guys is a lot harsher than others. So Abi being 31, I mean, that's, I'm going to say it's older on the spectrum because he's in his 30s, even though I'm only 2 months younger than him.
Well, you're not a competing athlete. That's completely different, right?
Yeah, it's Abi, he might just be getting slower, losing a step. You could say that for Takayasu because he's in his mid-30s, he's 5'8" as
Look, Takayasu's
Komusubi.
Komusubi. He is amazing up here. He should not be up here, this man.
He's had a few slipped discs in his back, and the fact that he's up here is great already, but...
We just expect him to be great, so when he's just good, it's a bit of a shame.
Yeah, like I said, it was called an Oshidashi for Ichi Yamamoto.
An Oshidashi done by ghosts, one might even say.
The ghosts helped push him out at the end, but he did give the initial force.
He did.
But even in this head-to-head, Takayasu 6-3. The defending champion Koto Shoho, double-digit losses. I was really hoping... Is that girl drinking a tall boy or a monster?
I did not even see.
Just doing some people watching in the audience.
It's fun. It's fun.
There's always that one dude that comes in a big yellow hat, and we ask where Curious George is.
Would like to see him. We'll be heading to very exciting matches after this one, but maybe including this one, depending on how it goes. Takayasu Kotoshoho, Takayasu in dark blue, Kotoshoho in light blue. Takayasu destined to fall down below. Komusubi might get the rank back again next tournament. We'll see. I would like that.
Koto Shoho. I was really hoping this would be his time, but that 13-2 is probably just going to be a flash in the pan. The Nagoya Basho is always different compared to the rest of the year, and that's partly why it's my favorite tournament. But at the same time, the expectations born from it being let down is a letdown. Like, I wanted Koto Shoho to succeed. I wanted him to be 10-3, not 3-10.
Would have been nice. But here we go. I assume the gun buys up. It is. I can sense it. Takayasu to the left. Koto Shoho to the right. Koto Shoho actually in more of a silver. But here we go. What a start that was. Barely looked like one. Takayasu pushing Koto Shoho against the edge. Koto Shoho returning fire. Parrying Takayasu. Takayasu maintaining his stature in the middle. Almost knocking over the Gyoji. What a start that was. I would not even have guessed it before.
Yeah, Takayasu taking a lot of good thrusts up high, but Koto Shoho, again, it looked like his heart wasn't really in it. He was delivering good, well-placed strikes, but Takayasu just muscled through it all, stumbling at the end, and the lazy push-out to finish it. Koto Shoho 3-11, that's not very pretty.
I mean, that's the Oshizumo you expect of Takayasu. Stable, steady, always standing in the middle of the ring, not prone to self-knockouts. It's Takayasu. It's just that this Takayasu was not enough for this tournament.
Yeah, his comeback, though, he started off really poor, but now he started off 0-6, actually. So since then, going 6-2, that's fine. Finishing the tournament 7-8 is going to be a good sign. Even 6-9 is not that bad for
nice.
Komusubi.
I mean, again, for him, he'll probably be back to Komusubi next tournament. Well, next tournament.
next tournament. Next year.
next tournament.
Hirado-Umi and Aonishiki coming up next. Unfortunately, Aonishiki is already knocked out of the Yusho race because Kotozakura being injured means Onosato gets the free win, 13-1. A 10-3, 11-3 is not going to cut it, but he can push for Ozeki in the next tournaments. Every single win is going to matter.
They call him Mr. 11-4. Now just show us a 12-3 to change our expectations.
A 12-3 would make the next tournament a lot easier too. He would only need 10 wins after that, and I believe they'll give it to him. That would be 33 on the dot. A 12-3 Jun Yusho here would also be, a good step in the right direction. Hirado-Umi, his opponent, he's fighting for the first time. And Hirado-Umi, former Komusubi, he's occupied these top ranks for a while. He seems to be a gatekeeper to the Sanyaku, but only occupying Komusubi for 2 tournaments. At 10-5, all the way back in July 2024, again, Nagoya Basho, always interesting. I thought that was going to be the start of something for Hirado-Umi. Like, are we underrating him? Is he actually really good compared to, all these other guys? But since then, just up and down on that yo-yo from Maegashira 1-6. In the contrast,
sort of position. Go ahead and contrast.
In contrast, Aonishiki, I was hesitant to hop on his bandwagon. I was saying before the last tournament started, I like him. He's strong, he's fast. I just don't know when he's going to be stopped, and it looks like he's never going to be stopped.
He's not.
He doesn't.
He's going 11-4 from now on until the end of time.
And if that's what happens, you know, he'd need a lucky break to get Yokozuna, but a Forever Ozeki is a great role to occupy. He doesn't have a single losing record in his career. Same with Onosato. And at least for Onosato, because now that he's Yokozuna, he will never have a fighting losing record for the rest of his career. He'll pull out for injury instead. Aonishiki, we're going to have to wait and see, but I mean, he's so young, he's so strong, he's so wise beyond his years. Aonishiki is incredible, and the real question is, how long until he becomes Yokozuna? How
high will his ceiling go?
How long until he becomes Ozeki? Will it be the next tournament? Will it be the tournament after that? I feel like that's going to happen sooner rather than later. And although he already missed the train on youngest possible Yokozuna, he's going to be around for a long time, barring injury.
Yeah. 21 years old. Ridiculous.
And, you know, the judo he's been showing us, a lot of the experience, he says, comes from his Greco-Roman background in wrestling. And even watching some of his old bouts before coming into Grand Sumo, the amateur sumo, he's so quick and fast and powerful. It's amazing that we come into this era of sumo with such great talent. And
I mean, this is the new wave. The new time. This is the new age.
And for as much as Hakuho dominated the old age, you know, 45 wins, I don't think anyone's ever going to replicate that. If we go Onosato and Aonishiki, like 20 Yusho each, that'll be awesome.
just discarding a show you entirely. Aonishiki's down. Hirado about to follow. Aonishiki nice and ready. Can Hirado beat this beast? Hirado with a massive shoulder tackle. Almost catching Aonishiki off the bounce, but Aonishiki so speedy, so swift, finds that outside left of the back of the belt and sends Hirado down. Hirado looks like he had that one, but Aonishiki, so powerful.
Aonishiki had those, he had those perfect parries moving backwards, looking like what was it, Street Fighter moment number 43? Just moving backwards, 37, parrying every single shot after this amazing Tachi-ai, just boom, boom, moving those arms out of the way, and then, well, I guess we won't see the end of that replay for Onosato.
Credit
getting
to
his
Hirado. That was a great Tachi-ai. The shoulder tackle Tachi-ai, great Tachi-ai.
Yeah, Aonishiki 11-3. Onosato improving to 13-1 because Kotozakura damaged a ligament in his knee in the match yesterday against Hoshoryu. So Onosato, he can win today if Hoshoryu loses, and to win off the back of a Fusensho seems to be, you know, a little blah, but I mean, that's life. That happens.
That's life.
He doesn't get the stack of envelopes from winning the match, so maybe Hoshoryu can catch up in that regard. But coming into the next match, it is Takanosho Kirishima.
How is Takanosho so favored in this one?
Honestly, I have no idea.
The numbers don't add up here. What is this?
Because for so long, Takanosho has had footwork troubles, and Kiribayama Kirishima, he's been, you know, a step above that Wakamoto Haru that you like to describe as, you know, 7 out of 10 in every rank. I would say Kirishima is 8 or 8.5 out of 10 in every single category.
Indeed.
And again, Takanosho, for a long time I've been complaining about his missing footwork, but he's always had the power, he's always had the agility, and it seems like he's just Kirishima's kryptonite. 15-5 for Takanosho.
15. 3 times the number of wins. How?
And Kirishima, former Ozeki, Takanosho, a Sekiwake that has, you know, come close to Jun Yusho a couple of times. You would think it's a mismatch the other way, but
Not at all.
this is where Takanosho thrives. 11 wins. And Kirishima Make Koshi is on the table right now.
で土俵は残り2番。
Kirishima would not want that, but already in this current position, going to have to restart the Ozeki climb. Painful as it might be.
And as much as we would like to see it, I don't think it's going to happen again at this point.
No, I think it's fine. I think it's doable. It's just nightmarish. The people he's fighting, the level of the people present, it's terrifying for anyone.
Yeah, I mean, look at those loss streaks in the middle of the tournament. 4 straight, then 3 straight. I'm not sure what that says about Kirishima, but I mean, he started off strong, 4-0, and then just let it all slip away.
小桜の師匠は佐渡ヶ嶽親方、実の父親ということになります。そして土俵には霧島と隆の勝です。
Regardless, let's examine this closely. I want to see how Takanosho's favored. How is Takanosho favored here? Let's see it. Takanosho in red, Kirishima in black. Former Ozeki Kirishima.
A lot of people hoping he can make it back to that rank because as it stands, he may be the only Mongolian to make it to Ozeki that never makes it to Yokozuna.
But all things being fair, his enemy here is former Sekiwake, Takanosho, a man who could just not string it together himself.
Yeah, and Takanosho as a Sekiwake, just several 8 and 7s in a row.
You know it.
A few Junyusho under his belt, a playoff loss to Yokozuna Teruto Fuji. So Takanosho, he has the power. It's just, again, is it going to be a good tournament where he has good footwork, or a bad tournament where he's slipping and sliding all over the place?
To be fair, he seemed very stable this tournament.
Yeah. And that's what he needs, is that stability. You could say, oh, he's Maegashira 7, he wasn't fighting the Sanyaku the whole tournament, but I mean, still, yeah, 10 wins is incredible.
And I want to say this to all the people commenting. Kirishima is not mid. Kirishima's a Sekiwake. What's mid? We have to define mid somewhere. Come on.
やっぱり一日一番もその場所その場所の積み重ねっていう感じですか。
But here we go. No final call yet. 1 or 2 more times. It is the last 3 matches of the night. We do still have roughly 5 minutes per match. So it actually was only 1 more match after this, right? I forgot Kotozakura's not here. We have all time.
今場所大勝ちすれば最大関というね部分もあったんですけども、それはちょっと厳しい状況になる。
They could start doing push-ups in the middle of the ring and it would not change how much warm time we have left.
Kirishima, Takanosho, one fighting for probably some special prizes. I could see Fighting Spirit for Takanosho if he gets the win here. But Kirishima fighting for his rank. Disregarding Ozeki push, he's fighting to stay alive.
It's Ozeki push. It's Sekiwake's stay. Don't knock him off his platform.
Knock him off the platform, make room for Aonishiki, make room for Oho, who wants to get back up there. Make room for maybe Haku Oho, if he can get that winning record tomorrow. A lot of men smell that blood in the water.
Look, Kirishima beat Shodai. I believe in him now. I just have to. I'm sorry.
結果的に今日はこの一番が結び前の一番ということになっています。軍配返っています。霧島はもう勝ち越すためには負けられません。隆の勝
And the gunbai is up.
隆の勝昨日敗れました。
Kirishima in black, Takanosho in red. Takanosho to the left, Kirishima to the right. Takanosho down, Kirishima following. Takanosho far behind the line. Kirishima roughly standard. Let's see the initial charge. A false start from Takanosho trying to preempt Kirishima's knife-like Tatia. Let's see that again. Takanosho down, Kirishima following. Takanosho with some distance, wanting some space. Here comes the Tatia. Takanosho catching Kirishima. Kirishima looking weak as he's being pummeled back and out by Takanosho. That must be why they're 15-5.
Well, 16-5 now. Takanosho 11 wins. It looked like at the end there, Kirishima just kind of gave it up, knew he was beat. Takanosho just overwhelming power, and he might sneak into a Junyusho if he can go 12-3. It's who knows who he's gonna fight on that last day, but it's gonna have to be someone powerful and entertaining. Maybe someone 7-7 that's gonna need their Kachikoshi.
But that is a confirmed Komusubi, Kirishima.
Just watching that again, watching him throw that right arm and forearm, the elbow straight into the chest of Kirishima over and over again. Takanosho, a solid base, which is always what he struggled with. And now that he has it, double digits, 11 wins, maybe 12. Kirishima falling down, Aonishiki moving up. Possibly Oho going back up to Sekiwake as well. We'll see if Wakataka Kage can defeat Whole Shoryu and give Onosato the Yusho here, or if Whole Shoryu will make it interesting on the final day.
Wakataka Kage is full of vinegar right now. He's full of acid. The man lost the Ozeki push. All he can do is drag another person down with him. It's going to be an exciting match either way. Wakataka Kage or Shoryu, arguably the two most technique-filled people here at the top, though Aonishiki might be gunning for that second place.
I mean, the big thing here is Onosato not having to fight 13-1. It feels so bad, but
it's nasty. The thing is, Onosato and Kotozakura are roughly equally matched. It's not really just a pure Onosato crush.
Yeah, and in the off chance Kotozakura did win today, again, there might have been a chance for Whole Shoryu to just win it straight up tomorrow, not have to force a playoff, but now Whole Shoryu, minimum 3 more matches to win, one right in front of him, Wakataka Kage, who he does struggle with 50-50, 8-7 in the head-to-head.
It's not a great split.
And, I mean, they have highlight matches against each other. That Ipponzei all the way back in September 2021, I still vividly see that throw in my mind. But not discounting that, if we want to look only recently, since November of last year, it's been 4 straight wins for Whole Shoryu coming back in this head-to-head. Since Wakataka Kage came back from that knee injury, it has been all Whole Shoryu, a great sign if you want to see some chaos on the final day. And again, it would really be a wet fart if Whole Shoryu loses right now.
Wakataka just kills him.
Like, oh,
imagine
yay.
all our excitement just vanishes. We went from just 2 days ago, Hoshoryu, Zensho Yusho maybe, to Hoshoryu might lose by 1 point.
To Onosato wins on a Fusen show. Like, come on. we can't have it end like that. That would be.
But look, Hoshoryu is the man. Hoshoryu is the man. He can do it. If anyone can do it, it's him. I cannot ask any other single wrestler in this entire Banzuke to beat Onosato twice.
I mean, right now, he needs to get over the fact that he was beaten twice. Phenom Aonishiki, Ozeki Kotozakura, his 2 losses, which is very becoming of a Yokozuna. 11 wins already. 11-2 is where you would expect to see them. But again, Onosato only 1 loss, and the fact that he was 11-0 going into those 2 losses, it's like, come on, Whole Shoryu, I really want you to make that challenge tomorrow and silence the haters, because the haters are really freaking annoying and I hate seeing them.
Do you want to know something funny?
Yes.
I'm looking up who Onosato has losing records against, that's active currently, right? Just to see how it works, right? It's only 2 people. One obviously Hoshoryu, gets the other one. Just wild guess, don't look it up.
Who Onosato is a losing record to?
Has a losing record against in the active Banzuke Makuchi.
Should I?
No, it's Roga! 0-1 against Roga!
I don't think Roga's going to be up here anytime soon, so.
But nobody else! He is positive against every single other person except for Shoryu and Roga.
関係ないんじゃないですか。
そうですね。はい。
まあでも若隆景としてはその
It's like that statistic we've mentioned a couple times. If Hakuho has fought someone more than 5 times, he has a winning record against them.
Indeed. For Onosato, it's just everyone, but Roga took one early on his way up. He's going to cherish that win forever.
Yep. Unfortunately for Roga, he's not moving up the Banzuke. 6 and 8 lost. How did he lose to Nishikigi? 12 lost Nishikigi.
その中でね、ちょっと土俵入り見てて下向いてたからね。ちょっと大丈夫かなと思って。
But zooming in on Shoryu's picture up there in the stands, the visage of a god.
若い青年であって
He does not have a Yusho portrait featuring him wearing that white belt. The Yokozuna.
The thing is, Waka Takakage must be so despondent right now, having to start from 0 again.
And even then, might have to move back up into this rank in the first place if he loses tonight. Again, these two technicians always put on a great match, but it's like my heart wants Hoshoryu so badly. I was a big fan of Waka Takakage in his initial come up from Judio. But I'm sorry, I want Hoshoryu to win, so day 15 is more interesting.
Please, Hoshoryu, win this for the fans, for the people.
He's pumped up.
Give us a double playoff. The crowd is electric as they wait for the results of this match, the match that technically decides the tournament.
よもやの連敗、一気に崖っぷち、土俵際に追い込まれた横綱豊昇龍。対する大関取りはなれなかった関脇若隆景。
Hoshoryu, having put on weight, having put on experience, having put on hundreds more matches, can he defeat Waka Takakage, who stands across him? Waka Takakage down already? Fate is about to be decided, Hoshoryu, to follow. Initial charge is nigh. Oh, Henka! Henka from Hoshoryu! He does not want to leave it to chance! The Yokozuna decides to dodge!
Oh
Nobody
my
expected
god.
this!
You can't do that as a Yokozuna. You can't do that.
They're going to roast him over the fire, Leo Dickinson.
Oh, he is going to get chewed out in the media for that one.
Tossed into the garbage disposal.
Oh, that's a villainous move right there.
If I must be evil, let me be evil.
Heel Hoshoryu being downloaded. Oh no.
Waka Takakage did not even process it. He did not calculate the concept of a Yokozuna Henke.
Well, would you ever expect Hoshoryu to Henka? Like, come on.
Meanwhile, Hakuho is pumping his fist. Hakuho is wringing his hands together going, yes, yes!
Winning sumo.
Winning sumo.
Oh my god.
Show up next tournament in a black Moashi. Come on, Hoshoryu, do it.
Oh, he is going to get so much hate for that, but...
It's... Look... You get what you asked for, Leo Dickinson. He won. It wasn't even close. We have the tournament tomorrow.
We have a huge match tomorrow, and I can guarantee Onosato's not gonna Henka.
Did you see Waka Takakage's expression during the replay? He could not believe it. He was processing it in half speed.
I mean, how can you? I don't think Hoshoryu has ever Henka'd in this matchup to begin with. Like that.
He's never.
That was unprecedented.
He just decided he had to win at all costs, no chances, against Waka Takakage, who was already 6-7, who he should already be superior to.
Just not leaving it up to chance at all. I don't blame him. I don't
I
hate
feel
it.
fine about that. I think that's hilarious. But he's going to be roasted over the coals. Just so you all know, just so you all understand, Leo Dickinson and I, we believe in winning sumo. We believe in winning sumo. That's just
absolutely.
how it is. But it's just extremely funny is what it is.
And I mean, you can already see it in chat. The pathetic, I do blame him, that Yokozuna Sumo is winning sumo, but
Yokozuna Sumo is winning sumo, but the Yokozuna does not have the leeway of Henke.
that is shame on him and his position. Although I'm sure Asa Shoryu would give a thumbs up.
Do you think Onosada's looking at his notes right now, going, what? He could do that? That's allowed?
When's the last time Hoshoryu even attempted a Henka? It has to be
I've never
years
seen
ago.
it.
That's great though. I'm for it.
It was a perfect Henka, by the way. It was perfect. It was executed without Wakatakakage even touching him. Wakatakakage was fighting a ghost.
He never saw that coming, and I don't blame him.
Leo Dickinson, that changes the face of sumo wrestling genuinely. Hoshoryu's never going to live this down.
He won't, and it reminds me, if he doesn't win the Yusho now, that will forever be a black mark against him.
It will be. The thing is, even if he wins, the people are going to asterisk him. They're going to go, well, why did he have to hang Wakatakage for?
I mean,
he can beat Onosado, but not Wakatakage?
If I remember correctly, way back in the day, it was Asa Shoryu did something very similar. Again, this is before my time, so I don't remember it clearly, but Asa Shoryu performed a Henka to force a playoff with Hakuho, and then Hakuho Henka'd Asa Shoryu in the playoff.
The thing is,
so there is a precedent.
Can do it as well as Hoshoryu did it, right? Hoshoryu's Henka was perfect, as if he'd practiced it, as if he was Chiyoshoma incarnate.
There was, and even coming into tomorrow, I feel like there's no way Ono Sato will think about a Henka.
No.
I think Ono Sato will be confident enough in trying to beat Hoshoryu straight up, but maybe if there's a playoff, he'll Henka. Maybe. Would you be mad about that? I wouldn't.
No. The thing is, Hoshoryu knew that this was the guaranteed win, right? That against Wakatakakage, he had maybe a 60% chance of winning. And he wanted to make it 100%. He knew that there was one thing his position afforded him that nobody would ever expect. It was this. A perfect Henka, straight out of the textbook. He must have been practicing it at some point.
Maybe. I mean, it's funny too that they're getting the replay of Ao Nishiki Hirada Umi and not even.
They don't want to show it.
It's a great shame upon the nation of Japan.
This is why Mongolians should never be sumo wrestlers. Wait, don't take that out of context. I don't actually believe
No,
that.
it's already clipped on
Reddit.
Reddit.
JSA.
Nope, it's already on 4chan and Reddit and Tumblr and everywhere else. You're getting canceled, you racist.
Cancel me as much as you want, my goodness. The thing is, if you can tell from our mood, we love this. We think this is the funniest thing to ever happen.
I mean,
Everyone else, they're going to hate this.
I'm a Henka supporter, 100%.
Same here,
It's just,
same here.
that was so unexpected. I never would have guessed.
They don't want to replay the final match of the night, the Musubi no Ichiban.
And someone pointing out in chat that one of the sideline judges, you could see the expression on his face. I mean, again, he's going to get chewed out in the media for that. He's going to get chewed out by the stable masters in their columns. They're
The
going
JSA are going to say something about that, genuinely.
I think it only matters if he wins the cup. If he loses tomorrow, then it'll just
It's whatever, right?
Yeah, then it's like, okay,
It's
yeah.
fine. The thing is, the JSA have Onosato to placate them, right? For the longest time, they did not have a strong Japanese Yokozuna to placate them.
Yeah, so, I mean, if Hoshoryu wins tomorrow now, if
It's
he
going
beats
to be
Onosato
so
twice,
funny.
he's the heel.
The thing is, I'm betting on the man. I'm betting on Onosato for tomorrow.
I really
100%.
want it to happen.
We see that he's willing to do anything it takes to win.
I respect it.
I respect it as well. That's amazing.
It's, I still can't get over it.
It was. The thing is, I thought that if it would ever happen, it would be clumsy. It would be unpracticed. But
No.
of course, everything Oshoryu does is polished like a jewel, right?
No, I mean, Hoshoryu is great at everything. He's a Yokozuna for a reason.
We've been talking for, I think, 5 minutes extra over our usual time just because of how beautiful that was.
Yeah, no, it's already past 4 a.m. The broadcast's gonna end before we do. I can't get over it. That was...
It's the afterglow, Leo. It's the afterglow.
We are glowing.
We're glowing. Now,
I-
let's ask the question before we close it out for the night. What are your odds? Now, obviously, Hoshoryu has to win twice, but what are your odds?
Odds of a playoff, I think 80%.
No, odds of Hoshoryu Onosato winning outright.
Odds of Hoshoryu winning, 40%.
What do you think?
40%.
40% is what I said as well. I agree with that, right? 40% seems like the actual number.
Yeah, because
Two flips.
he has to win that first match, which he absolutely can. If we want to go into the head-to-head, let's show all bouts by opponent. Yeah,
It's
so
6-2.
6-2 against Onosato in favor of
And he's won the last two, for the record.
Hoshoryu. Yeah, it's... And even one of those two is a Fusencho, so it's really 6-1 in favor of Hoshoryu.
Exactly.
He has to win twice tomorrow. And now
The numbers are all in his favor.
I think the real thing is if Onosato attempts a Henka and succeeds tomorrow,
There's no way.
will he be seen as a hero?
I think yes, but also there's no way Onosato ever would. I don't mean that as in limiting him. I think Onosato simply thinks it's not worth his time.
I don't think he will go for it. I think he has too much pride.
No,
But
it's not right. I think that it's not optimal for him to begin with. You get me?
Yeah.
Hoshoryu is so good at catching Henka that it's worth this. It would be a losing strategy.
it's true. He would... Like, he even caught an Abi Henka, which is very hard to avoid. Of course, Chiyoshoma did successfully Henka Hoshoryu, but even then... it
That's
was
the master, though. That's the GOAT.
Yeah, it's the best of the best performing that Henka, and even then it was a struggle to finish that match. But Onosato, Hoshoryu, the match of the night tomorrow. We'll see what happens.
Onosato will be rested tomorrow. How much energy do you think Hoshoryu expended? Nothing! One jump!
They're both going to be rested tomorrow. It's
They're completely rested. If there was a struggle, you might have a point, but Hoshoryu jumped around him like he was nothing.
It's just going to be a fun finish. And I guess the real question is who's gonna come and perform? Will it be Hoshoryu winning twice? Will it be Onosato one and done?
I feel that if I had to read the air, it would be an Onosato 1-1. Where he loses to Hoshoryu, then wins the second one. But I don't want that. I want the Hoshoryu 2-0 so badly.
I mean, no matter the result, I'm going to love it. We're going to have a great time. But
See, Hoshoryu gave us the greatest gift as commentators, as content creators. Right here, right now. There are going to be YouTube videos discussing this 5-second match.
I can't wait to see what the fallout is going to be on Twitter, in Discord, wherever else there is going to be feedback on Hoshoryu's Henka, on Wakataka Kage.
It was a boring day a few hours ago. It was a slow day for sumo wrestling. Ah, what a gift, what a gift.
I think we've exhausted it at this point. I think we're good to end the evening.
Please.
Flabbergasted by the results. Thank you for joining us, Congo. It has been a pleasure to have you again. Tomorrow, the final day of the tournaments. Already, a lot has been decided, but who is going to win the Yusho between these two Yokozuna?
Remember to be here 30 minutes earlier to catch the top division, everyone.
It is true. 30 minutes earlier to catch top division. An hour earlier if you want to see potential Judio playoff between Asahakuryu and his stablemate Asanoyama for the Judio Yusho, potentially. And of course, a Jonidan playoff between Kaki and Teraosho. So thank you for
That'll be me
joining
for
us.
tonight. Farewell.
Have a good night. And of course, everyone on YouTube, thank you for suffering through the channel strike we had on the main channel. I know a couple extra minutes at the end of the night. Like Congo said, we've gone 10 minutes overtime. Usually we just cut it and run right away. But wow, that was something. Onosato ho shoryu tomorrow. Thank you very much for joining us on the YouTube side. It has been a pleasure to have you. We'll catch you